Hello, friends and family. Um, this is just a video response of everyone who commented on my status. The one where I said I was trimming down my list of friends, Facebook friends. And yeah, it does feel like it's a cut or a draft, but it's it's, it feels like it, but it's not really, just because all the people who I cut or did not draft does not mean they're not my friends. They still are my friends. They're still my friends in real life, and just because I cut them does not mean I dislike them or hate them or never ever want to see their face. It just means they're not my Facebook friends, which is to me a whole completely different thing. Teresa asked, like, how did I decide? Because I had like 100, you have like, close to 500 friends, and then it went down from 500 to 140 something. So how did I decide to do that? Well, I pretty much kind of based it on, well, well, number one, if you're my family, you get a free pass. That is the case this time, but it won't always be the case. But just for this time, you get a free pass just because you're my family, and I feel like I want to be connected to you somehow. But with other people, it just depends on how often I interact with you on Facebook. Because I feel like if I'm interested in what you're doing, like, you're making videos or you're posting silly statuses or comments, I kind of feel like there's a connection, or at least some type of interaction between me and you. So that makes my Facebook experience more fun. But if I notice that you're just one of those friends that are just there, in the background, and I hardly ever hear from you, or I might hear from you every now and then, but it's just like random stuff, and I can't really connect, or I can't really, there's no feelings. So yeah, if you're one of those type of people, I definitely did not feel like I should include you in my Facebook friends anymore. I mean, later on, who knows? I might see, or I don't know, glimpse at something you might be doing through someone else, and I might want to friend you again, or you might want to do the same to me. But as for now, I am content or happy with just my 145 friends. Well, on Facebook, it's important for me to be friends with people who, number one, I'm interested in what they're doing or what they're happening in their life, and number two, they're interested in what I'm doing with my life. So I could tell by likes and comments that they leave on the page. I mean, to me, I feel like if you're just there, then the only reason why I want you as a friend is so I can be nosy and know all about your business. If I don't really want to interact with you, it's kind of like I'm a stalker, just like in the background, every now and then taking a peek at your pictures or your comments or what you're doing in your life, it kind of feels weird. So I kind of feel like the same way, if I'm just one of your friends who are just there, then, then why am I in your friends at all? There's no point in that. I would like to have more involvement, but you know what I mean. So the goal of this year is to do more with less, and I feel like if I have less friends, I can, pay attention and keep track, and just like, be more in tune with those friends, instead of like, spreading my time between 500 friends. It's only 140 friends. And some people might think, cutting all these friends is a bad thing, or, that I'm becoming antisocial, but I actually learned quite some things about my friends, or the people who I cut, because there's one person who, like, after a day or two, that person friended me right back. So that just shows me, that they're paying attention to me, and that to me means a lot. Because then all these 300 or 245 friends who didn't want to friend me back. I mean, one, they're probably too busy to even notice, or two, it's like, they're like, if he doesn't want to be friends with me, then what's the point, So it's like, they can live without me, and that means, I should be able to live without them. So it's just the way I roll now. So I guess that's all I want to put in this video.